Hello everyone, welcome back to the channel. In today's video, I am going to teach you one of the most powerful IELTS reading strategies, the elimination method. This single method is useful and it is helpful to you to save time, avoid mistakes and confusion, and increase accuracy in matching heading type of questions and multiple choice type of questions. Remember one important thing, in IELTS reading, the correct answer is not always the obvious one, but the wrong answers usually are. That's where the elimination method comes in to help you out. Elimination method means instead of trying to find out the correct answers immediately, you systematically remove the wrong options by eliminating too narrow options, too broad options, options with wrong focus, or options with extreme or incorrect answers. In this way, you are left with the most logical answers. So let us understand matching heading type of question type with examples. Here we are going to use this book. This is Cambridge IELTS book which is necessary or which is an authentic source of your IELTS preparation. It is always with answers, and this type of authentic preparation material will help you out in understanding the exam properly and solving the different types of questions properly. From this Cambridge IELTS 16 academic book, we are going to look at test 2 and the section 2 of this test. So you can see the paragraph on your screen. I am going to read the paragraph. The list of heading is also mentioned on the screen. I will also read the list of heading and we will try to narrow down the options by reading it. So here is your example. I am giving you 1 minute to read it, and then we will read and try to find out the correct heading together. So let us read the paragraph together. The pyramids are the most famous monuments of ancient Egypt and still hold enormous interest of people in present day. These grand impressive tribute to the memory of Egyptian kings have become linked with the country even though other cultures such as Chinese and Mayan also built pyramids. The evolution of the pyramid form has been written and argued about for centuries. However, there is no question that as far as Egypt is concerned, it began with one monument to one king designed by one brilliant architect, the step pyramid of Djoser at Saqqara. Try to narrow down our options by eliminating the wrong options. So look at the first heading. It says the areas and artifacts within the pyramid itself. So this paragraph talked about no artifacts over here. Artifacts were not mentioned in this paragraph. So this option is obviously not the correct one. Looking at the second option, a difficult task for those involved. So no difficulty was mentioned in this paragraph, and there is only mention of people who were involved like the king and the architect, but then it is not talking about the other people. So this is also a wrong option. The third option over here is a king who saved his people. So people were not mentioned in this paragraph, and there is nothing that a king saved his people or not. So this option is also not there. The fourth option is a single certainty among other less definite facts. This might be there. This might be there. There is no single certainty mentioned over here, but still it is mentioned that the other cultures also build pyramids, but the Egyptian pyramids are very famous. So we can take this option as the correct one, but at present we are keeping it aside. Now look at the fifth option. It says that an overview of external buildings and areas. No external buildings and no other areas were explained in this paragraph. We are looking at sixth option. It is a pyramid design that others copied. It talked about Chinese and Mayan pyramid, but they copied the pyramid design or not, it is not mentioned in this paragraph. 7. It says that the idea for changing the design of burial structure, was it a burial structure or not, it was not explained over here, it was not mentioned over here in this paragraph. So this is also a wrong option. Looking at the eighth option, an incredible experience despite few remains. There is nothing mentioned about experience and nothing mentioned about the remains in the pyramid. So this option is also obviously wrong. And looking at the ninth option, it says the answer to some unexpected questions. No questions and no answers were mentioned over here. So this is also a wrong option. So only slightly suitable option which is there, it is 4. And we are reading the option again, a single certainty among other less definite facts. So in this way, if we remove the wrong options, then we can easily find out the correct option. We are looking at other paragraph to confirm this strategy. The paragraph is on your screen and now you are familiar with the headings also. So headings are also on your screen. I am giving you 1 minute to read it. Then we will read it together and try to solve it. So now let us read the second paragraph. It is paragraph B. Djoser was the first king of third dynasty of Egypt and the first to build in stone. Prior to Djoser's reign, tombs were rectangular monuments made of dried clay brick which covered underground passages where the deceased person was buried. For reasons which remain unclear, Djoser's main official, whose name was Imhotep, conceived of building a taller, more impressive tomb for his king by stacking stone slabs on top of one another, progressively making them smaller to form the shape now known as step pyramid. Djoser is thought to have reigned for 19 years, but some historians and scholars attribute a much longer time for his rule owing to the number and size of monuments he built. Now let us find out which heading is suitable for this paragraph. Let's look at the first heading. It is the areas and artifacts within the pyramid itself. It was not talking about any areas and artifacts inside the pyramid. Second is the difficult task for those involved. People involved were mentioned over here, but the task was difficult, it was not mentioned. So this is also a wrong option. A king who saved his people. King was mentioned, but whether he saved his people or not was not mentioned over here. 4. We have already taken this option, so we are not going to look at this option. 5th, an overview of external buildings and areas. No external areas and buildings were mentioned over here or explained. 6. A pyramid design that others copied. No, this is also not mentioned in the paragraph. 7. An idea of changing the design of burial structure. Yes, it is there. Imhotep came up with an idea of making a stone step pyramid instead of a pyramid made up of clay. So this could be the right option over here. Now looking at the other options to eliminate them. 8th option says that incredible experience despite a few remains. Few remains and incredible experience are not mentioned in this paragraph. And the last option says that the answer to some unexpected questions. No unexpected questions were mentioned or no answers were given. So our right option is 7, an idea for changing the design of burial structures. So now I think that you are clear how we are going to eliminate the wrong options to come to the right option. This is how we can solve matching heading type of question so that it becomes easier for us.